Hi everyone, Vickie here, Rock and Roll Prophetess. Thank you for joining me for the free monthly readings. We're going to be doing July's reading in a minute. I like to go over everything in the beginning so I don't have to constantly repeat myself during the readings. I want everybody to pick a color before we start. That's one thing I want to make sure that we color. The second thing is the court cards when they come up in the reading, the ones that are people. They're not necessarily a gender assigned. So a queen could be a male, female, whoever. I will refer to them as he as a king or knight and she as a queen. But really it doesn't have to be a male or female, especially in these general readings. We're going to be using my Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the tarot portion of this spread. And then we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are also my own creation. I have lots of tools available for spiritual growth, including these adult coloring books. And if you're trying to learn tarot, you can pick up my book, Tarot in the Modern World, which is all linked below. I want to get to something really quick because, as you noticed, I have two tarot Rock and Roll Tarot decks here. This is the first edition. This is the one that I've been selling through the print on demand, and it's still going to be available. I'm not doing away with it, and actually the changes are not that, there's not a lot of big changes. One of the big changes is in the second edition. It has this box. The new edition has the real nice box, and it opens up, you know, like this, and the cards are inside. The cards are very slightly different sized, but not noticeably so. You know, tiny bit smaller, but a little bit wider. I changed a few things. I didn't change any of the words. So if you have the first edition deck, you're good. It's not obsolete by any means. I changed a little bit of the background colors on the sword cards, and I changed. One card didn't have its name on it, the Four of Swords. So I did change. That's the only card that the text was changed on. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it. But it was the Four and the Swords. I did change the colors a little slightly. Here's the same card from one and the other. So I toned down the colors a little bit on the Cups card, and I changed the background color a little bit on the Swords cards, because the Swords were looking too close to the Major Arcana. So it did have this kind of rainbow thing, so I put like a little bit of a darker background in. But otherwise, I mean, all the keywords are the same. Again, if you have the first deck, it's not going to be obsolete. And there's going to be many versions of this deck to come. I want to do a monochromatic, and I want to do a, I want to do several versions, a neat day glow one. The thing is, now that I have this new deck, I'm doing a Kickstarter. I want this to be available on Amazon. Many of you were saying that you couldn't get the deck because they were charging like $50 or more to ship it overseas. So I've started a Kickstarter, and it's going to be this new version of the deck, and it's going to be available on Amazon with shipping overseas. I redesigned the box. It's got some things on the side and that. And it'll be Amazon shipping. It's going to be better for everybody. You won't have to wait. I've done this Kickstarter, and it's I've made some really cool custom merch that's going to be incentives only for Kickstarter donators. It's a concert ticket, a backstage pass, and a laminated VIP all access pass. These are only available through specific donations through Kickstarter and won't be available for sale any other way. This is to show my appreciation. I'd planned on doing the readings with the newer deck for this month. That's why the readings are late getting up. I was waiting on the shipping. But there was a problem, and one of the sheets came out all black. But luckily the printer corrected it right away, and the sheet's on its way. I'm starting it's coming tomorrow. But I got to start the readings. We're getting way behind here. So some of you will have the reading of July done with the first edition box or deck. And many of you will have it done with the second edition, but I'm going to go ahead and start it now. I won't use this deck because there's some cards that are missing at this time. The other thing, this box is a big improvement. And look how big this box is. It never really kind of fit right. These are the same amount of cards, and look how much more compact and solid it is. You know, it's a little bit better quality. The card stock is a little thicker, but I don't really notice a huge difference in the thickness of the cards. They're pretty comparable, but technically this new deck is a thicker cardboard and it's coated, but it looks like these are coated too. So I've rattled on enough. I just wanted to let you know what's going on. Some of the readings are going to have this deck and some are going to have the other, and that's the reason why. And please stop over to that Kickstarter page and check it out if you can. I appreciate your support. Also, I'm open for readings. I'll be doing the soul readings are available. These are deep readings, These are based on your chart. It's very, very much in past lives, but it's also like at a karmic level, what you're doing in this life, why you've incarnated, all these sorts of things. If you don't get your message from your sun sign reading, be sure to check out your rising sign and moon. These readings are meant to empower you. While we're doing the readings, I want you to look at the words as well. Hold up all the cards, freeze them. If something stands out to you, if something morphs and it looks like it's saying something other than what the actual word is, allow that to happen. This is empowerment tarot. These cards will talk to you. Let them talk to you. That is how you can get a message that's strictly for you and beyond just a general reading for everybody. Okay, I think I've rattled on enough. Without further ado, on to the July readings. Hello Leo, and happy birthday for all you late July Leos. I am going to be using the old deck. You know, I'm sitting here waiting for the mail. Any other time they come at like 10:30 in the morning, except for of course when you're waiting for a package. So I originally said a lot of people would have both, but it's getting down. It's almost everyone's like this, but this is the new one. I do have like the box on display, and it's the deck itself isn't that much different, but I really wanted to use it. Be sure to check out that Kickstarter. And by the way, this is the time of your solar return. This is July and August are going to be your two most powerful months of the entire year. It's your new year. Forget about January 1st. This is it. Also a great time to order the year ahead report that I offer on my page. You can find all that in the info. It's like 60 pages. It's like 50, 60 pages long. It's huge. And it's a PDF. And it's every single aspect to your chart for the whole year, to your chart specifically, with interpretation. So it's for $22, it's a pretty good deal. It's a really big report. Okay, what's going on for Leo for July 2016? Yikes. That's you. Leo, July 2016. Leo, July 2016. Leo. There it is. Okay. So here's all your cards. Wow, you know, that first card out was Ten of Swords. I'm like, whoa, yikes. But we've got some really good cards in the spread as well. It's also the Wish card. You know, I've been doing this. Oh, first of all, if you see your color, you may want to pay special attention to where that color is in the card if you pick the color. But don't limit it to that. Anything you see moving or changing or you're drawn to, go with it, okay? But you do have the Wish card right in the center of the spread. And I do feel like this central card is important. I feel like it's the central card, the central issue. So it's saying despite whatever this is, you got a couple of sword cards here, but that your wish is coming true. So in that case too, I usually say in a private reading, if you had a yes or no question going into it, then your answer is yes. You're going to get what you want, okay? The Ten of Swords is not a great card. It's one of the worst cards in the deck, you know. You've been hurt. You've definitely been hurt. But here's what I like about this row. Right next to it is you in the upright position. Like you've made the comeback. You went through something, but you've made the comeback. You know, you're in the upright position aligned with the Wish card, and that's always a card of like, I'm really feeling great. I'm feeling 100%. The Wish card is also a card of not only like getting material things in the material world, it's about the physical body and your emotional well-being. You know, it's just one of the best cards in the deck as far as just everything is going well for me. So you're totally moving into this time, and it makes sense because you're coming into this solar return energy. It's very powerful. And the solar return is your birthday. So if you're late July Leo, the day of your birthday, give or take a day, your solar return is always one day, either your birthday or the day before the day after. It never varies more than one day in my experience. So those few days around your birthday, super powerful for creating the life you want. Your wishes would come true, and it looks awesome. Following down this Ten of Swords, the next card, and next to the Wish card is the Five of Rods in reverse, which actually is kind of good. Upright is we've been battling, we've been fighting. In reverse, it's again, this is kind of over. That's what makes me kind of feel like this is over. And balance and harmony has been restored with the Temperance card here. Now, the Temperance card also does have the angelic, it's angelic. It says that there's angelic forces at work, there's angelic intervention. It's a major arcana card, which also indicates higher forces are at work. So things are taking a turn for the better, and also next to you on this other side, and sometimes I kind of feel like this is the past and this is the future. It's not set in stone that way. There's really nothing set in stone about this reading, but in this case I kind of do. And how it's like she's kind of looking over here. The Queen of Rods, you're looking over here. You're like, that's behind you, and you're looking towards the Three of Rods. Another fantastic card. It is, you know, their ships are coming in. You're seeing the success. You're seeing, you've come through the fire and you're standing on the shore, and things are, the positive things are coming your way. Now, next to this wish card, we have justice, and it's also in line with the ships are coming in. Justice, very simply, means justice will be done. So often it could be a court case, a signing of a contract, some sort of legal thing, something having to do with law enforcement or government or things like that. Some of you have been fighting for some law to get passed. I'm picking that up for somebody. Like you've been fighting for some law to get passed or someone to get elected. You know, it feels more like a law to be passed, and it feels like it's more of a local level kind of a thing. And you've been fighting for it. I hate to say it, but I feel like some of you, somebody was injured or even hurt badly, like killed. Like, you know what this is reminding me of, which is crazy? It's reminding me of like a train. Like somebody might have got hit by a train, and then people are petitioning to get one of those, you know, those things that come down, and the lights and all that. So that could be for somebody, that's real specific for somebody, but it's that kind of vibe, you know. Something bad happened, and out of that tragedy you fought for retribution, and retribution is coming. It does feel like there's some financial rewards for some of you too. So maybe, you know, wrongful lawsuits or whatever, somebody's involved in that, because this Three of Swords is down here. That's what makes it's almost like it's bittersweet for some of you. It's bittersweet. Yeah, you're going to get this money. You feel like things are in balance. Justice has been done too. Doesn't always have to be legal. Justice has been done is often karmatic justice for sure. So, you know, it could be like that. It could also just be, too, maybe you come out of a bad divorce or a bad breakup of a relationship, and justice has been done. It could have been a divorce, and that's the justice, you know. There was an actual legal thing that went on. But sometimes it's just like, justice will be done, you know. I fulfill my karmic connection to you is one way to look at it. But secondly, you could be like, well, they're going to get theirs, you know. What goes around comes around kind of a thing. So it's bittersweet. So something is lost or ended because of this, but it turns out to be a good thing, and you're sitting kind of pretty here with this wish card right next. Wish card below you, and the Three of Rods over here, your ship is coming in. And so there is some kind of financial reward too. So for some of you, this could be some kind of big job thing. If you do like contract work, or if you are trying to get like a grant from the government or a scholarship or something like that, this could also be like you're going to get that, you know, and the money's going to come through for it. Again, I feel for a lot of you, it's like passing of some bill or some law, and the money will be there to fund it. Like, and it feels again local. I keep picking up like trains and bridges and things like that. So I don't know if that's for somebody specific, but that's what I kind of keep seeing. Like the money will be there to build the new bridge or to fix the road where the train was, or, you know, something like that. Because I don't even know, in some cases I don't know, if you're fighting for a cause, I don't know that this is really going to affect you personally. It might be just money to fund the cause or fund the passage of this law or bill or whatever you're trying to do. Some of you might have to pay out the lawyer too. It could be like that too, you know. That, you know, the money comes in, but you got to go pay the lawyer for it. Or for some of you, I'm feeling it's like sanctions, or like you're trying to get, like there might be property involved in it. We want to make it a commercial. We want it zoned for a commercial or something, and you might have to pay. Well, you might have to pay a lawyer, or you might have to pay somebody else. I'll say no more. You can figure it out from there. Because that's what I'm kind of seeing too. Like there might be some kind of behind the scenes kind of paying off of people or something too. That's not for everybody. Whatever the case, you know, the wish card being right in here is fantastic. I mean, that's like one of the best cards in the deck. So your wish is coming true, your ships are coming in, and it does seem like it's in fire. And we are moving into Leo. The sun will move into Leo this year on the 22nd. A little late this year, so 22nd. That's when the sun moves into Leo. So that's kind of could be when all this is happening. And you are, again, always really empowered around this time of year period. Excuse me, let me get a drink of water. You know, this, when I was drinking the water, I looked over here, and this is decree, but this is how this deck is so cool and it works. I thought it said creed. And it does, it says Cree, actually, which is actually a Native American, Canadian, I believe. So maybe for some of you it could be something like that. If you're involved in some kind of tribal or, you know, tribal lands, it could be something like that. But creed was really what I saw. It kind of shifted itself around and said creed with a D on the end. And your creed, you know, I'm not even 100% sure what that means. I believe it's like your creed, like the rules that you live your life by or something. I don't know, I'm kind of just getting like this is a matter of principle in a lot of cases. Maybe some of you are treated real badly at a job or something. And it's just like, it was a matter of principle, I'm out of here. You know, I'm looking for, and you could get this other job or something like that. Maybe you sue them for sexual harassment or something like that, and you win the case, and you know. For many of you, I get so strong, it's like a law being passed or some kind of municipal thing, zoning, bridges, train tracks. So I don't know if that must be for somebody real specific out there. I usually don't get real specific things on this too. The other thing that stands out to me on this, a couple times now I look down and I see 14M. I don't know, is that 14 million? That would be nice. Or is it 14 miles? Or is it 14 meters, you know, if you're in Europe? Is it 14 minutes? Is it 14 months? You know, this just feels like, and the word is not supposed to be 14M, it's merge as part of it, but that 14 and that M, I want to put those together. So, or even 1/4 mile, 1/4, you know, something. I feel like that's going to also be key for some people. Overall, a good month because the struggle is over, the wish is coming true, justice is done, but there is an element of it being bittersweet. You know, there's some bittersweet. Maybe you're just remorseful over the struggle you had to go through. Maybe some of you are getting a divorce, and your life is more in balance, and you're more happy afterwards, you're feeling better, but there's this bittersweetness to it. Don't spend too much time on the bitter. Don't spend too much time on the bitter, especially this time of year, because you're in your power zone. The sun is in your sign. I believe Venus is going to be moving into your sign during this month. So you're going to have all this personal magnetism and all this personal power. So don't waste it on regret and looking at bad stuff, you know. Looking forward to the future. Your ship's coming in. You're getting what you want. Your wish is coming true. That's awesome. And there is some higher force, higher major arcana angelic presence at work. Okay. I want to say too, it just all worked out as it should have too for some reason with those two together. All right, let's move over, and don't forget, because it's your birthday, don't check out that year ahead. You know, I just run the charts and send them up. I don't really look at them. I had to look at one for some reason. There was an error. Well, this thing's 60 pages long. I thought it was like 15 to 20, which the other reports that I sell are, but this thing it's a long report. So maybe you want to treat yourself to a little birthday gift. You can find that up in the corner up here. But let's get down to the, and don't forget about the Kickstarter. Animal totem for Leo. I think I got it. This beaver. I like beaver. Builder, dreamer, familial friend, dweller of land and water, afoot in two worlds. Your diligence can change the flow of the river, be the architect of your life. Well, I like that. Your diligence, because this is what I feel like. You know, you've been fighting. A lot of you have been fighting for this for a long time, and this is your diligence paying off right here. You know, you had to right or wrong, no matter what it was. If it's a law you had to pass, or a zoning issue, or if you were with the wrong partner, or if you were in the wrong job, you're righting the wrong. And this new year of yours is a great thing. And then the builder and dreamer. the architect of your life, because I was feeling like for some of you it did have to do with like your property, or there was some property involved. I don't know if did I say that, but I was feeling like that, like zoning laws and stuff. You know, that the architect has to deal with that. But builder, dreamer, you know. So dream the positive dreams. Don't be so. Don't look back at this. I don't feel like you really are too much, because look at the way she's just looking over here. I don't feel like this is a big area of concern, but it shows up in the spread, so I'm going to talk about it. I'm not just going to sugarcoat everything. There's something here. You know, something happened. I say happened because I feel like it's already over. You know, and again, bittersweet. I get that so strong with the bittersweet. Hey Leos, thank you guys so much for everything you do to support the channel. Be sure to check out the Kickstarter and purchasing of all my adult coloring books for spiritual growth, the Tarot in the Modern World, the decks. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you'll never miss a forecast. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, everything you do, donating. But this month, if you want to donate to the Kickstarter. Everything you do to make the readings and the channel a success. I so appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great month of July and a great birthday and solar return. I'll talk to you soon. The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck. It's a groovy deck designed to unlock your psychic potential. Combining the iconic tarot imagery of Pamela Coleman Smith with rock poster art to reveal a fresh new take on an ancient oracle. Each card contains keywords to help memorize the meanings, but as you progress, the text shapes may change and morph to reveal much more. Allow your mind to wander so that Spirit can communicate with you through the illustrations on the cards. The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck is a full 78 card deck. The extra large size enables you to see the cards clearly and enjoy the vibrant artwork. Created by spiritual artist Vickie, who is a seasoned tarot reader herself, this beautiful deck is meant to grow with you as you progress forward on your path. In gratitude for your support, Vickie has created some rock-themed merch that is only available through Kickstarter pledges, including a concert ticket, backstage pass, and an all-access VIP laminated pass. The money from this campaign will go towards the manufacturing and shipping of the deck to Amazon fulfillment centers, where it then will be available for quick and easy purchasing and shipping worldwide. Additional funds will be used for the manufacturing of the merch and further promotion of the deck. Be sure to tune in to Vickie's YouTube channel for free monthly card readings and broadcasts from the universe.